Hello, great people. Welcome back to our channel. We're so excited to have you again. We have an update on the case at hand right now, which revolves around the detention of OPC members who helped in arresting Wakili. Don't forget that 3 of their members were arrested, and the police never stated the reason why they had to arrest or detain these 3 OPC members. And the news had caused a lot of uproar among the Yorubas because they felt that since these guys were helping out, why should you go ahead and arrest them when they were doing the job of the police, when they helped the police in arresting one of the most sought after Fulani warlord or kidnapping kingpin. But the police have decided to come up with reasons why these persons were arrested. Let's look at the news to see if the reasons are good enough. All right, according to the news, police in Oyo State have confirmed the detention of some members of the Odua People Congress who arrested notorious Fulani warlord Iskilu Wakili. The police said this in a press statement to confirm Wakili arrest on Sunday. The statement titled Oyo Police Assure of Diligent Prosecution of Suspected Criminals was signed by Ogun Police Public Relation Officer Fadeyi Olugbenga as Oyo Police Public Relation Officer. And the police command said the 3 OPC members were detained for suspected murder and arson. It alleged that one person died while the OPC members were attempting to arrest Wakili, adding that the warlord's house was also set ablaze. Part of the statement reads, the State Commissioner of Police has quickly moved into action and preliminarily findings reveal that some OPC members went to Kajula community in Ibaraba, North Local Government Area of Oyo State. While there, the house of Wakili in question was set ablaze while female, the identity of who is yet to be ascertained, was burnt in the fire, and Wakili, about 75-year-old and blind, with 2 others were picked up. The 3 of them are presently in the custody of the police. The Commissioner of Police has directed that Wakili, due to his frail appearance and state of health, be moved to the hospital, while others are being interrogated. Others being interrogated are the OPC members involved in arson and murder. Meanwhile, the Oyo State Police Command wishes to inform the general public that any person or group of persons from any region or tribe that has been found culpable to have committed any criminal act in the state will not be spared, but would be arrested and dealt with according to extant laws. Therefore, it is worthy of note that the good people of Oyo State and the general public should be rest assured that the officers and men in the command would not derelict in its duty to bring to book criminal element arrested for any infringement on the law of the land, as adequate security measures have been in place against anything untoward, while soliciting credible information from members of the public to enable the police and other security agencies clamp down on crime and criminality in the states. Have you heard the reason? The reason is that they set fire in the house of, they set the house of Wakili ablaze, and because of the fact that they burned down his house, and considering how frail the 75-year-old man is, and also for the fact that he is blind, they had to pick up those guys who did that thing. Which, if you listen to this whole story, you realize that there is no confirmation that Wakili is even a criminal. That's the first thing. The second thing is that the police are trying to pamper this man, not even caring to look at the record of this man. I'm just wondering, a blind man to be dreaded and feared by all and sundry in Oyo State, it doesn't add up. You understand? It doesn't add up, because this guy, when we heard about him, I thought he was a guy who was so, his appearance will breed so much fear. But as I've watched the video, the man is old and stricken in age, and he looks so frail, the way he just sat down, so quiet. But I know, possibly during the period of action, this man is not as frail as we think he is. Now, with the state police has taken, first of all, I think investigation must be carried out appropriately so that we know why the house was burned down and why someone was killed in the process. Because from what Gani Adam had said before now, when Wakili was arrested, he talked about the fact that there was a time where they were shooting at them, shooting at the OPC guys and all of that. OPC, being that it is not really a security outfit, because if you look at their origin, when Frederick, Fashanu, founded the group, it wasn't really a security, organization. It was actually a nationalistic organization, and it was a kind of a group that helps to, help the Yorubas in political issues and national issues and all of that. But after a while, they digress because of the fact that these guys were susceptible somehow, security-wise, the Yorubas. They started helping out in the case of security. I think that is why the police have decided to take that drastic step against them, owing to the fact that, hey, you guys are not security team. I personally, I was thinking they were actually security agency. But with what had happened, I think that the ideal thing they would have done was to take Amotekun along. Amotekun is very functional in your state. They would have taken Amotekun along so that police would not have any reason to arrest anybody, because if they took Amotekun along, certainly those guys would have written a report and said this was what happened. Or possibly on their way down, they would have gone with at least the police and army, though I don't know, something else would have happened in the process. That's why those guys decided to take the decision they have taken. But I feel that the police should have a rethink about this issue. Proper investigation should be carried out, and for me, I feel they were only trying to protect themselves, because I don't think they would have just jumped into action and say, let's burn down the house, let's kill somebody. Certainly, there may be a time of serious conflict, gunfire at each other, and it now resulted to the house being burned. Now, why am I trying to support OPC? Why am I trying to say they should handle this case with all amount of professionalism? Is because the locals are the only one that can handle this kind of people. If you discourage the OPC now, automatically other locals would not want to give you any information about criminality in the society. So that's why I say this issue must be treated with all amount of caution, all amount of professionalism. Do the needful, investigate who Wakili is, what actually happened, get information from all and sundry before you make any drastic decisions against these people. Because if you do, next time, they won't help. And we've already seen the extent of insecurity in the country. So for me, even them helping was a welcome development. I'd like to leave it there. What do you think, based on what the police have said? They said the reason why they arrested the three guys was because of arson. They burned down the house of the Wakili, and also in the process someone died. Please do well to